Hello. I want to tell you that there's an underrated weapon that people forgot existed, and it's actually one of the most powerful weapons if you build it right. For the fact that it does a massive bonkers amount of damage. And since the buff to hammers and great swords and all that is nothing but stronger. And it's also the best portable rune farm in the game. It cannot be beat or topped. It causes bleed effect, and it does a lot of damage and burn. Here, let me show you. It's this. The Celebrate Hammer. The Celebrate Hammer needs to be on the heavy. A Celebrate Heavy Skull with Prelude's Charge. It has a 1034 attack, as it is now in the DLC, right? 385 for the Dragon Commune Seal. And you're thinking, why would I need to know about that? Well, did you not know that this will power up this? Not kidding. Divine Beast Helm, Death Knight Armor, Asbok's machetes, and his boots. Renalia's cameo works with it, by the way. I have Crimson Sea Talisman +1. But if you want more attack power, you can always equip the Axe Talisman, or the two-handed Sword Talisman, or the Hammer Talisman if you want to break people's poise. It all works out. You also could do it, also put on Godfrey's Icon, that works with it too, or the Shard of Alexander. It powers it up regardless. Also, you could get healed while wearing the Godskin Swaddling Cloth. It also gets powered up by the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia, and Winged Sword Insignia, and anything, because you're going to be multi-hitting with it. The charge counts as multiple hits in a succession, so you do get the damage buff. And it will power up your bleed spells too. Your arcane gets stronger as you use it. I'm not joking here, I'll show you. I'm in a light build load. This is a light load, by the way, somehow. That's my enemy right there, right? I set it with a Blood Flame Blade, use Golden Vow, and my stats now are 1,317 and 442. Now, if I do this, I lock them into place. This does a lot of bleed damage. And the flames themselves will proc bleed. And now, let me get to my status here. I have 1,581 and 531. Now if I do this, it will do a lot of damage. Because it got buffed by the charge. And yes, it'll start to diminish over time and drop back down. You also get a defense boost for some reason. Don't know why. That might be a bug. Don't know. But yeah, that happens. So now bleed is stronger. And I'm not even talking, I didn't even use this. My flask, which gives me a strength boost in my stats and a defense boost. So it's even stronger. And that flask has the strength seed and the opal. And I regenerate FP back because I want to be able to do it again. Because this uses very little that you would actually think. The initial startup is what takes the longest. Once you get it going, though, it doesn't matter. I've outright killed another player with the Dragon Bite in one shot because of the power buff of me just running him with the charge. The charge didn't initially kill him. It was the Dragon Bite after he charged in, thinking that he can get a freebie, because you can go right into a Dragon Bite after a charge. And you build ruins. This is building ruins. These are the spells I use. Golden Vow, Black Flame, Dragon Claw, Dragon Maw, Swarm of Flies, Blood Boon, Fierce Blade of Osbok, Blood Flame Talons, Heal from Afar, and Blood Flame Blade. They all get buffed from this. My status though is 60, 30, 55, 33 Strength, 23 Dex, 15 Intelligence, 25 Faith, and 45 Arcane. And when I drink my Mystic Flask, which has the two seeds in it, the one for defense, the opal, and the strength seed, you'll get a buff out of that too. Heal from Afar gets a massive buff. You can end up full healing yourself with it after a charge. See, I got a strength buff on top of that. So my stats right now are 1,121 and 385. Then I do this. And then this. 1,417 and 442. I run up to this booger here. And slam down. Switch over to Dragon Maw. He's gonna get bled out real fast. You can hold this as long as you have the FP and stamina. Immediately did that, and then I could just back up, drink my flask. My stats are now 1,701 and 531. And then I just do this. He can block it though, that's the weird fucking part. 3,760. It can do over 5,000, by the way. And then it starts to go back down. But by then, you've already done so much damage on the enemy. And your stats are so buffed that you will have no problem. It mows down players pretty easily too. I think there may be a damage max where you can't exceed a certain limit, because I seem to hit the ceiling sometimes. Even if I have nothing but power talismans on that give me nothing but damage buffs. Like, let's say if I go with Rotten Sword of Insignia, right? And then I go over here and equip another one that gives me more damage output for my charge attacks. Let's go with this Axe Talisman, which does the same as the two-handed one, which is kind of funny. I don't think people realize that, since it's a charge one. It'll only apply to my charge. And then I go back and get ready to power up again. Right now my stats are whopping 1,034. Not as high as you would think, right? And 385. That's about to change really goddamn fast. I drink this. 1,121 again. I think there may be a cap. And then I buff myself twice. One with the Flame Blade. Then I target the horse and... Oops. I already did that much damage? And you can see my runes going up in the bottom right. Okay, then I need to look at my stats. 1,922 and 600. So if I do this, and he doesn't block it, it'll insta-kill most things. There you go. Oh, while I'm still powered up, now I can heal myself for a shit ton. 1,900. Damn. That's how much damage you can pop out of the Celebrate Hammer, by the way. And the Celebrate Hammer is only plus 24, so it can go even higher. Plus, my strength gets buffed by the strength seed thing in my flask by plus 5, I believe. It gives you. No, it's plus 10. It's plus 10 strength, that's right. So I'm 43 strength. So if I swing this fucker, it's gonna hurt too. But the runes you get makes it one hell of a ruin farm. Works on bosses, small enemies. If you want, the longer you make it last, the more ruins you get out of it, of course. So you can always just go for what I got going here, which lets you heal more and not consume so much FP, but you still gain a lot. So enjoy. Hope you don't sleep on this weapon. It's quite powerful.